Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Hate crimes continue to be a problem throughout the country, and a recent FBI report tells two different stories in North Dakota and Minnesota.
Such crimes in North Dakota dropped for the second straight year in 2016. In Minnesota, there was an increase for the second straight year. In North Dakota, there were 7 incidents involving hate crimes related to race or ethnicity, and 1 involving religion. In Minnesota, 77 incidents of race or ethnicity, along with 15 related to a person's sexual orientation and 30 related to religion.
And among the nationwide numbers, more than half of the religious offenses are anti-Jewish.
Which is why the grandsons of a North Dakota Holocaust hero say a movie made about
this and making an effort to bring over the Jews from Germany.
That's what Herman Stern did in the middle of World War II after previously establishing a home here in North Dakota in the early 1900s.
My grandfather's role in helping to save 125 Jews from Germany and Austria who were desperate to escape.
The local Holocaust hero's endeavors are chronicled in the film The Mission of Herman Stern, playing Tuesday night at the Fargo Theater. And maybe it's a good time for reflection. The FBI's 2016 hate crime statistics show that of some 1,500 religious offenses, more than half are anti-Jewish.
There's Grandpa right there. That's where he grew up.
Herman Stern's grandchildren say it speaks to the film's significance.
It's important to remember what one person can do to combat prejudices and to overcome prejudices.
People who don't believe that the Holocaust occurred. This movie can help to remind people that this is history. This stuff really happened.
And despite the high anti-Jew numbers, Rick Stern says history's repeating itself with other religions.
The whole immigration thing, you can substitute, Muslims, Somalis, Sudanese, Iraqis for Jews now. And they just want what my grandfather wanted when he came over and what the people that he brought over. They want a better life for themselves and their family.
And he says, to make this country better. Rose Iskowitz, Valley News Live.
You can see the film at the Fargo Theater tonight. It starts at 7 o'clock. Doors will be opening in about a half hour.
We're following a robbery investigation out of Grand Forks tonight. Police say they have 1 suspect in custody and are looking for another after a home break-in and attack of a homeowner over the weekend. Officers are on the lookout for this man, 40-year-old Casey Featherstone. He's wanted on a long list of charges, including robbery, burglary, aggravated assault, and terrorizing. The home invasion and robbery happened just after 10 Friday night at a home northwest of Jaycees Park. Authorities have already arrested Garrett Featherstone of Arvilla in connection with Saturday's break-in. He's facing charges of conspiracy to commit robbery and burglary, along with drug possession charges. If you have any information about Casey Featherstone, police say to give them a call, 787-8000, or you can leave them an anonymous tip. And we've got information on how to do that on our website, valleynewslive.com.
Authorities in Richland County will be holding a public meeting tonight to inform the public about a high-risk sex offender now living in the Kindred area. 32-year-old Aaron Bever is living at 5650 160th Avenue Southeast in Kindred. Bever was convicted of 2 counts of 4th-degree sexual assault in Wisconsin back in 2004. His victim was a 6-year-old girl. Tonight's meeting is being held at 7 o'clock at the Walcott Fire Hall. We've received a number of calls over the past few days from residents in that area unhappy that Bever has moved into their neck of the woods. We'll have more from the meeting tonight on Valley News Live at 9 on Fargo CW and Valley News Live at 10.
Traffic is flowing more smoothly on I-94 near University Drive South. Crews were cleaning up there after either a crash or a car fire started bogging down traffic. You can still see the fog that's been blanketing the valley today. Let's find out from Hutch if there will be any changes tonight. Hutch?
Well, we are going to see some changes beginning this evening, and they're starting to take shape in northeast North Dakota now with a breaking up of the fog and clouds as winds shift and become northwesterly. That will usher in some cooler air. A few sprinkles in the fog does continue out to the east. A look at the visible satellite throughout the day showing it was just stapled from southeast North Dakota into western Minnesota. Visibilities are most reduced from the western Otter Tail County area through the Pennington County area, Thief River Falls, with a 1/4 of a mile of visibility. Slowly falling temperatures, increasing winds from the northwest will usher in much colder weather as we head through our midweek day, and I'll have hour-by-hour details on how low we go here in just a few moments.
Thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. All you have to do is search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. Authorities have released the name of a man killed in a crash involving a semi near Edgeley, North Dakota last week. State troopers say 79-year-old Coral Bardell of Menango died from his injuries. Bardell was driving south on 85th Avenue Southeast when he went through an intersection with a stop sign and was hit by a semi heading east on Lemoore County Road 34. Both vehicles rolled in a ditch. The semi driver, a 41-year-old man from Sturham, was taken to a hospital with minor injuries.
Investigators have released the name of a North Dakota woman killed in a rollover crash that ended with her SUV upside down in the Nicey River. 30-year-old Elizabeth Connect of Forest River died at the scene of the crash about a mile south of Minto. It happened yesterday morning. Officers say she was driving north on 150th Avenue Northeast when she hit the ditch, went over the riverbank, and rolled. The SUV went through the ice of the Forest River. Emergency crews found the vehicle upside down and partially submerged.
Police in Wadena County, Minnesota have identified 2 men who were found dead from apparent gunshot wounds in what is believed to be a murder-suicide. They are 67-year-old Michael Callahan and 82-year-old Carl Albin, both from Menahga. Police responded to a 911 call about the shooting at a home in Menahga early yesterday morning. The bodies were taken to the Midwest Medical Examiner's office for an autopsy. Neighbors have told Valley News Live they believe the 2 men got into some sort of argument which led to the apparent shooting.
A Harwood man is facing charges after allegedly firing several gunshots during a standoff early this morning. Deputies arrested 57-year-old Steven Sorensen for reckless endangerment and terrorizing. He originally wanted to talk with police after an incident at a West Fargo bar last night. But when they arrived, they heard several gunshots. Deputies set up a perimeter and sent out a code red alert to other homes in the area. That situation lasted for about 4 hours before officers were able to make contact with Sorensen's wife, who helped bring him into custody. No one was hurt.
A Grand Forks man could face charges after police say he made up a story about an armed robbery over the weekend. Investigators say 24-year-old Reed Peterson told them he was sitting in his vehicle on Saturday about a block away from Grand Forks Central High School when a man approached and threatened him with a handgun. Nothing was taken. Peterson was not hurt. Police determined the armed robbery didn't actually happen. A charge of false report to law enforcement has been forwarded to the Grand Forks County State's Attorney's Office for review.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, a story that'll come in handy the next time you're hungry and standing in front of a food vending machine.
Up next, a change coming to North Dakota Highway Patrol cars and why the move will make traveling safer for you and for them.